Welcome to Rally Race Guys, vlog 7. This is Pat, as you know. We've had a bit of a move around. So the Jeep is now there. Pat is now here, and Ryan's Fiesta's down there. So we've done that because my dad wants to work on that, and we need space on that. That's just being stored, so we're good. So a bit of progress. We've taken the fuel line out. Which, if you come around here, if you can remember, it was running along here and through the bulkhead and into the engine bay, and we've done a lot more grinding, and we've started to fill over here, which I'll explain what we've been done so far. Okay. So Jake, who you haven't seen yet, but he will be present in a couple of more videos in the future, because he's doing this for us. I don't know if you remember, but we had a couple of holes here, exclude the marker pen, where Jake has welded up, then ground them flat, so we've got a flat surface now, and then we've primed over that just to protect it from rust. So we've done one half of the boot, we've got to do the other half of the boot, so we've kept a couple of holes in because we need them. Because of the spare wheel and the box of tools and other stuff and spares for when we're on a rally. We've got this piece of rust here, which you've seen previously, which is going to be plated up, and these two holes here are going to be filled up as well. So this one here, this one here, this one here are all going to stay. So that makes the boot a lot nicer, and it will it stops draft, etc. We're going to put on these two holes, which are factory holes. We're just going to bung them up, just buy some 99p bungs, and I've done a lot more grinding, which I'll show you now. So last time, or in episode 5, we were investigating this rust down here, which I've investigated even more along here, and found the seam, which I haven't fully found yet, which hopefully, I've got the metal to plate there and there, which we're going to do the same on the opposite side and on the inside as well. I've ground more down here, and all around here, so that's all ready for paint. Wiring's been done, which I told you about last time, and generally a lot more grinding has been done, just to speed up the process. So today, because of what we're doing and where we're working in the car, it sounds a bit weird, but we're going to remove the exhaust from the downpipe back, and the fuel tank. The reason is because the fuel tank lies here, and currently, because we haven't got the fuel line, that's why there's tape over there. We don't want to explode when we're grinding, etc. And where the rust is where the fuel tank is currently situated. So we need to grind the back of there to see what the rust extent is, what we can't find, see if it's spread anywhere else. Which will also free us up for underneath, and we've got more space and we can weld more freely. And when we do the underneath, it's already out and we can just crack on with it because we've done most of the grinding. It can just be sprayed and then the fuel tank can go back on, etc. But that's it for now, and we'll come back with an update about the car later.
Shut up and sit down.
So, a small update. I've quickly just hoovered it out just so all the metal dust didn't rust. It did rust a little bit here, and all the seam sealer and other stuff, just to get it out. Now if you come over to the front, the next thing we've got to do is, as I mentioned earlier, is to take the exhaust off, and that's from these two bolts here from the downpipe, which are 10 mils. So you got 1 and 2, and then they're two 10 mils. It's better to use a spanner on the back side and a ratchet on the other side. Spanner on the back of there, because the bulkhead is there and the shifter and stuff like that, I don't need much leverage, so I can get most of our leverage from here. Now it's finger tight, I can just wind it off with my hand. There you go, there's a 10mm nut. Pop this. And there's the spring washer and the bolt. It looks, if you look on here, there's a bit of soot. So we've had an exhaust leak, which I sort of knew about, but this just identifies and confirms that that we did have an exhaust leak on the downpipe to the midsection of the exhaust, which isn't as good, and that's why we could smell petrol and stuff like that when we were in the car and driving it. Okay, so now we're under the car, and because of my car, we're only held on by the downpipe, which are the two bolts we've just taken off, and there's a rubber here and there's a rubber on the other side, and that is it. All you'll need to do to get the rubbers off is a pry bar, and we're going to take it off the car, which they're fairly easy. You know, to push them just like this, like that. Try and get a mate to catch it, but if you don't have one, it doesn't matter. Okay. Oh. Okay.
Need a hand?
Oh, I'm good.
You're right.
Okay,
there we
so
are.
that's the second one off. So I need to do that, and then go down the car and go and move it. So that is now the exhaust out. So now all we have to do is slide it out, which I'll do now. Okay, so now we've got it out, I just want to check why it was blowing, and for some reason I can't see anything here. Normally you'd see black if it was, but this is glued in, which is fairly easy to get out of, which you do that, and you can see it has been blowing around that seal. So that's where our main exhaust leak was, because that one over there is welded up. That's why it's a single piece. So next time we'll get some exhaust paste, pop that in there before we pop it in. This is the exhaust bung. So this is the side that you've just seen, but this is the side that it went flying down there. So you saw that black piece. You can see it was creeping past here, there, and there. So that we saw. So we had an oil leak, an exhaust leak. From this, and that was the reason why. Okay, so this is just to round out the video. So me and Rob, because Rob's got to go now, we've taken off the two tank guards, which are these two down here. As you can see, they're filled with mud and foam, which somebody's put in there. That's why this is all shiny, because there was foam in there, but I've yanked it off. That was a pain in the arse, but we had to get the air tools out. That's why it looks like an absolute mess, because we've been trying to do it quickly. So it was fairly easy once we found the bolts underneath all the mud. So if you come under it, you can see the tank, which is here, which is plastic, and all the cabling and everything, and that's what the tank guard goes above. But now I've got to clean all this off and unbolt this tank and get this off. So that's for a later date. I don't know if I'll do that on camera because I'll be on my own. And like, subscribe, follow our YouTube, subscribe to our YouTube, follow our Instagram and Twitter, and like our Facebook page. And if you can, drop us a donation in our Patreon page. And thank you for watching.